Well, the date was Friday the 13th, October 13th, 2022. My wife and I, we were just sitting outside, enjoying ourselves, having a drink. And, we're just relaxing. It was a good Friday, it's been a long week. So we're doing some stargazing, finishing up our drinks, and we looked up in the sky and we could see something through the clouds. I wasn't quite sure it was, and I asked my wife if she could see it as well. She told me yes, so I stood up. And I was like, whoa, I can make out these lights. And she's like, I can see them too. I went back and forth confirming what we saw. And sure enough, there it was, lights in a pattern flickering with these little orbs coming out. So I went inside and I was like, I'm going to grab my scope. And I grabbed my scope with the laser, took it off the pew pew, brought it outside, pointed right at the thing, shot the laser at it, and it just dead ended right on that big old UFO up there in the clouds. And we sat there and conversed back and forth about what it was, and I tried to get some film footage of it, the whole 9 yards. Couldn't do it. Camera kept cutting out. It was weird. And we decided, hey, we're just gonna have to chill out a little bit, relax. So we sat back down, finished up our Friday night, and that was Friday. And a few weeks went by, and things were things. It was about 2 weeks later, and sure enough, I'm doing a little bit of meditating. It was a Saturday night, 2 weeks later, doing my meditating in bed like I always do, about 15 minutes before bed. And I'm doing my meditation. I open my eyes, and holy cow, I was surprised. There it was, right in front of me. The tallest, ugliest thing I'd ever seen. It was a 9 foot tall gray alien, but it didn't look like anything I'd seen before on TV. Not really. So I made this AI version of it. That is what I saw in my room. Almost detailed. I made this AI version so you could all see what it looked like. It was right at the end of the bed. It noticed me, though. That was the problem. It noticed that I had seen it. And when it did, its eyes had this green tint come out of it. It opened its mouth, and I was paralyzed. I couldn't move. And this euphoria came over me. It's freaking terrifying. At the same time, it said, don't worry, you're going to be okay, with that face. And I was stuck. I couldn't move. And all of a sudden, it disappears. Goes out the door and disappears. About 30, 40 seconds go by. I got the hell up, went and grabbed the pew pew, and went back to the bed to make sure the wife was okay. And I waited for this thing to go. It had left the house. There was nothing there. And that's a true story with a lookalike alien.